Yeah! Good morning, everybody. How's everybody out there doing? It's time for some YouTube talk. We stand with Mexican Iron Man against the Chulo Monster and El Perro. Yes, we do. All of Valhalla unites behind Mexican Iron Man and that dastardly dog and the monster. So yes. Good morning, everybody. It's good to see everybody here. Good morning to everybody over on Rumble. Good morning, Chris Persian, Darth Arlena. Jester's Darth Arlena is here as well. Good morning. She's bringing the fire this morning. Lisa Seacrest, good morning. We'll have a good talk this morning. We're going to get things going. Yes, we are. So let's fire it up. Keep the fires burning bright. And all hail Mexican Iron Man.
Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
Yeah!
Penetrator. Ah, come on, look, because I always went the farthest into the target, goddammit. Libya, Tunisia, Lebanon, it was me, pal. I was always first in, last out.
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to, but it's vulnerable out in the open.
Its blood was on the leaves.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Of wrenches. Mark the infinitely angry. Those are the Bash Brothers of Valhalla. Marketing draws. Penny. Brandon, Looney Tunes Fan 2000. Project Cambridge. What is a Kronos? I don't know. Somebody tell me. Kojo Dragon. Startup Bufus Cuba. Justice Datalina. Badass! Gun Buddy and Shockwave! Greetings, one and all, and welcome to YouTube Talk here on Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys have had a great week so far because it's hump day. Yeah, it's the middle of the week. We've gotten through to the middle of the week. It's hump day. Only 2 more days to go, and we get to that glorious weekend where everybody can kick their feet up and go, ah. So what's the stream about this morning, Loki? What do you mean? Something to do about nothing. There's a lot that goes on YouTube. You wouldn't believe. I was going over it with Miss Martin Muses last night, guys. If you missed that stream, check that out. Wonderful talk I got to have with Miss Martin Muses over on her channel. It was a really fun stream. Had a lot of fun. Just talking shop, talking about, YouTube, talking about what it's all about. And it amazes me still to this day that some things just, the more they change, the more they stay the same. The more they stay the same. It's really amazing. Growth, right? Growth. Me and Mikey yesterday, the first 45 minutes of that until that dastardly dog El Perro and that new guy jumped in and took over the stream for the last 15 minutes of the show. If you missed that, by all means, check it out. That was Taco Tuesday yesterday with Mexican Iron Man and that dastardly El Perro over there from that Cotton Connection. Jumped in and tried to take over the show. I don't know who this Chulo monster is, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out who the Chulo is. I don't think he's so cute like Mexican Iron Man says he is, but we'll see. We will see. So good morning, everybody. Hopefully you guys are having a great time. You're having a great week. I know I am. Chulo did nothing wrong. Oh, wow. Project Storytime, a fan of the Chulo. A fan of the Chulo. I had no idea. How many of you in here are Chulo and El Perro fans? I guess we're going to be seeing them for a while. Good morning, Lester San Jose, the Skeptic Tank. Good to see you. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see what it's all about. Those two have got to be stopped. I don't know, Loki. There's something about the cut of Chulo Monster's jib that is appealing. Well, we're going to find out. We're going to get to the bottom of this. We can't have people teaming up against Mexican Iron Man. Charo Coochie from Larry. So what does it mean, something to do about nothing? There's a lot of stuff going on that you've got to take it with everything with a grain of salt. Everything with a grain of salt, because sometimes it's just about winding that crank up and getting something happening. You know what? I'm not gonna get between anybody in their game. That's what they want to do. That's what they can do. Sometimes this can be a big game. The things that bother me, the things that I'm like, are sympathy clicks. The sympathy click thing, I just don't get. I don't get it. I don't know why you're gonna, oh no, I've been hit. Someone came after me. The mean people. Some people do it for attention. Some people do it because they can't handle what they're doing. They don't really know what they're doing. June Wong with $5 super chat says, hey, apparel was good. I mean, add some hoisin sauce and serve with oyster sauce, vegetables, and steamed rice. Not bad at all. Ay, ay, ay. June Wong. Dude. I don't know. Not El Perro. Not that guy. I think I'd sooner eat a fried shoe than that dog. Yeah, he's got worms anyway. Thank you so much, June Wong, for that $5 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here on Valhalla, and this one's just for you, brothers. Skull!
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill. Cardinal, what's up? Cardinal Sin. Cardinal Sin's got a wonderful channel, guys. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. Awesome channel. Guy loves to have fun and have a good time. And great content creator to work with. Good morning, Cardinal. Andy Masterson. Good morning, my friend. How are you doing? Hopefully you'll get some accessories coming out for the army of anti-Mexican Iron Man. The mob that's going to be coming after him soon. They're gearing up, ladies and gentlemen. They're gearing up to come after Mike. It's going to be an epic battle of Mike in his power armor versus all of the people he's pissed off. God, help me. I can't wait. They need to make a movie. They really do. They need to make a movie about this, especially about Mike. Hey, Loki, my channel is under attack. What is up, Culture Casino? Yeah, my channel's under attack. Make sure you're subscribed and you ring that bell. Come over to my other channel because my channel is always under attack, right? Oh man, you know what's funny? When you get hit and you still don't even say some shit like that. Daryl the Derelict says, greetings, programs, and morning Valhalla, listening while driving. Again, for Daryl's got a great channel. Him and Arlena kick ass. You should check that out over on the VacTube. Any of you don't know what a VacTube is, yeah, check it out. Against El Perro and Chulo Monster versus Mexican Iron Man, I support Mexican Iron Man. We all stand with Mexican Iron Man. So yes, we all stand with Mexican Iron Man. I have a feeling though that this Antifa Cotton Club is gonna get it's only gonna get bigger. They've got people trying to join up now. So I heard a rumor that El Perro found Chulo on Indeed. So maybe that's where it's all going down. Maybe the Antifa Cotton Club is all getting together on Indeed. Maybe that's how they're contacting each other. So who knows? Good morning, Lady Arwen. Guys, Arwen is a special host here on Fridays along with Dave Bob doing the weekend review. She's got a channel and she works with Chester's Darth Arlena all the time from over at the VacTube. Make sure you check them out and catch their streams. They had a stream last night. Absolutely wonderful. Let me in. So I just find it funny that it's always something. It's always something. It's always someone. It's always a battle for life and death. You know, And then you get, well, I'm leaving and I'm never coming back. And then it happens again. And you're like, God, that's the last thing. It's the last thing you need to tell people. Just no, don't do that. Because 99% of the time they come back anyway. So I understand people need breaks sometimes. That's fine. Take a break. Some people can't even do that. That'll completely screw up my algorithm, Loki. And I've got to keep it blah, 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 blah. Okay. All right. Sometimes you have to unplug. Sometimes you have to unplug and walk away. Why? Because you make something to do about nothing. That's the whole point this morning. Sometimes you got to unplug and walk away. Put your phone down. Leave Twitter alone for the day. Watch a movie. Play a video game. Go see a movie. Go out. That's even better. Go out and get some sunshine. Go out and spend the day walking around in a park or riding your bike or something. Get out of the house. Get out from behind the screen. Unplug. Because the longer you stay there, the longer you stay behind that screen, the longer that's all you do, the more that's all that's important. Yeah, outside. Project Storytime. Yes, outside. This right here. I learned that lesson a long time ago, bro. I watched it. I watched some of them do it, and I'm just like, yeah, no. Nope. I understand it can get frustrating. If you've been at the same place forever, and you think, well, why am I not getting this, or why am I not getting that? I understand it can be frustrating, but that shouldn't be your goal anyway. Look, Mike was trying to explain this yesterday. There's three things. There's these three things, right? Money, clout, clicks. Not anywhere in there, not anywhere in any of that was there having a good time, enjoying yourself. That's a big thing. It's a big thing for me. I don't care if I get 5 subs or 500 subs. Am I having a good time? For some, that doesn't matter. All that matters is the numbers and the paycheck. And some of them are absolutely honest about that. Look, this is what matters. Some of them aren't. They will never come out and say that. June Wong with the $2 super chat. Summer like Spaceballs 1 will break for nobody. That's right. Thank you, June Wong, for that $2 super chat, brother. Mags. I've even seen people try to grift off it just because it's like people want to just hear themselves speak and insert themselves. That's right. That's right. Have you ever seen someone grift off of grifting? That's amazing. I never thought I would see that. I never thought I would see someone have the balls to try and grift off of grifting. But yeah, you'll see it. You'll see it. Why? Because money and clout, not being wrong, always being right. I don't ever want to be someone that has to be right 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because then you can't have a conversation with anybody. You can't have a talk with anybody. Thank you so very much. June Wong for your $2 super chat and Max for your $5 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one is just for you. Skull! know the saying, fuck around and find out. That's kind of the way it is. It really is. If you want to screw up and you want to screw around, you're going to find out how things are going to go down. You will find out how things go down. That's unfortunately that's on the person doing it. It's not on everybody else. It's not, if I screw up and I do something monumentally stupid, it's not culture's fault. It's not Adega's fault. It's not Project Cambrian's fault. It was my choice. I made the call. I did it. But that's one of the rarest things you're going to hear on the platform is, I know I made the mistake. I need to deal with it. I made the mistake. I will deal with it. That's the hardest thing on this platform for some people to do, is admit they made a mistake and try and fix it. Because that screws up your credibility, right? That's going to screw up your credibility. It's going to screw up what you're trying to do. So why, even if you do it, why not just go in and delete it? That way nobody can ever see it. Nobody can ever call you on it. How disingenuous is that? Let's go over something really quick. How disingenuous is this? I do something stupid. I do something monumentally stupid. I lie. Say I lied to all of you. And I come out and go, you know what? I screwed up. I messed up. Let's forget about it and move past it. And then I delete ever saying that, ever the lie. I go back and I delete all evidence that had ever existed. Did I learn anything, or did I get caught and then erase everything that happened? I don't think I learned anything, because there's nothing there to stand on. And hey, if anybody ever calls me out on the fact that I did something like this, I can just lie and say, I don't know what you're talking about. And if they have anything that can call me on my shit, it's just as easy to go, oh man, I totally forgot about that. That's been so long ago. Just delete the evidence. Just get rid of it. I'm always willing to admit when I get something wrong. Good thing I'm practically perfect in every way. Is that Bree or Josh speaking? I can't tell. Magitech Mags, it's why I try to keep my facts straight as best I can, or it's best to not say anything at all. Getting something, making a mistake, that happens every day. People do that every day. People can make mistakes all the time. They read the wrong report. They read the wrong stat. They look at the wrong thing. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about intentionally misleading and then getting caught with your hand in the cookie jar and not following through with, yeah, I screwed up, guys. I screwed up. I made a mistake. Don't learn anything. If the only reason why you're apologizing is because you got caught, and then you go and you delete that like it never happened, I just want to forget about it and move on. What have you really learned? What is there to stand and say, you know what? I screwed up. Here it is. This is my screw up. It's gone. It's erased. It's been deleted. There's nothing there. So it's like it never happened. Just pretend it never happened. It'll be fine. You'll be fine. Manufacturing drama. So 3-4 years ago, my first year here, there was someone that liked to manufacture drama. I'm not saying there still isn't. I'm just saying there was this total mess of a guy that me and Snowdub were both dealing with. Guy was absolutely off his rocker. I laugh. I laugh at people that think that oh, drama will inspire clicks. It can be like wrestling, where you got faces, heels, right? Right? And that it all stems from that, and that's all part of the game. Except these people didn't tell other people about this. They just started drama and attacked and stupid shit. Right here, Andy Masterson. Brilliant. I was brutally attacked last night. I found the evidence this morning of the mosquito that targeted me while I slept. So unless you're, out in the Australian outback with like 2-foot fucking mosquitoes, I highly doubt that. I highly doubt it was, an overwhelming, brutal, and you were hiding under your covers. And yeah. No, this is not the guy that screwed over Digga. No, this is somebody else that. I mean, this guy was everywhere, messing with everything, constantly starting crap with other creators. I prefer not to mention his name because I will speak ill of the dead when it comes to this guy. So I'll just leave it at that. But it was nuts. No, the rooster. No, I just got over that. So I just got over that. I had Avalon 19. At Avalon 19 last weekend. It's absolutely horrible. I still can't stop the sweats. Felt horrible. Avalon 19 is now communicable and can be transferred over the internet as well. So Angela Smokey says, I know who you're talking about. I now know whom you're speaking of. Yeah. So drama, right? We'll create train wrecks. We'll create train wrecks on YouTube and Rumble, and I'll be attacked. And that will get people's attention. Hear a lot of people, and then we lost JJ 2 years ago. He was joking about, oh yeah, fucker. Yeah. Mahogany knows who I'm talking about. Yeah. No, that's the punk ass bitch. Exactly. So I've been there. I've seen it. When people like that stir up drama, and then you've got someone crying, saying they're being attacked, and it's like all in their head. You're just like, wow. Dean Krantz, howdy y'all. Loki, I hang out here because it is authentic and enjoyable, even if Mim is planning his next window hopping campaign while we speak. That's his goal, Dean. That's his goal. Apparently, though, the Chulo monster wants absolutely nothing to do with Mim's MILFs because they're soiled and used up. Culture Casino, worse yet, it's possible you can do everything right with the best possible motivations and get poor results. Absolutely. You know how many videos I've seen going up that people have worked tirelessly on that don't give them the results they want. So they turn to drama. It's like, oh, well, I'm putting all this hard work in the channel. It's not going anywhere. Maybe if I cause a commotion, I can get attention. If it looks like I'm being attacked, I can get some attention. we've been in the middle of 9 kinds of shit here. If you're faking it, more power to you. I hope you get everything you want. Mahogany Draws with $5 super chat. All I can say is that I hope we can find peace. I don't know. Depends on where you go with that next life, Mahogany. And thank you, brother, for the $5 super chat. And that's his choice. I wouldn't wish ill will on nobody, but people make their own choices. And sometimes there isn't anything you can do about it because they're going to do what they're going to do. And even if that means digging a hole and going deeper into the hole they're already in, sometimes that's what it means, brother. Thank you for your $5 super chat, brother. This one's just for you. Skull!
Spartans! What is your profession?
Memes. I love this. Memes. Brother, I absolutely love this. Rule 14 of the internet. And hi, friends. Everyone loves a good dumpster fire, unless it involves them, their friends. Otherwise, it's content, right? Let's talk about unplugging and detaching real quick. Who out there in this chat does content on YouTube? Whether it's live streaming, whether it's video games, whether it's uploading shorts, videos. How many people here, raise their hand, do content? How many people? Kronos does. How many people out there? Lester, Project Cambrian, Arwen, Chris Burge, everyone except me. UK content here, right? Everybody, a lot of people here do content. Adega does more than books. You do all kinds of stuff too. So don't even. Culture. I do stuff every once in a while. I'm the worst. I help other people do content. Jonas. Oh, good morning. Yep. Cardinal Sin. Okay. Gestures, Darth Arlena. Me. Right. So a whole bunch of people in here do content. How many people in here do content every day? Every day. Whether that's an upload, whether that's a short, whether that's a live stream, how many people in here do content every day? We'll say the majority of the week. I do it every day. Mephisto's movie review. Pops Talk Hard Daily. Oh God, good God, no. Project Storytime. I argue on stream. Is that content or contempt? Both. Project Storytime says F that. Every day. Who in here does content every day? I at least get a day off on the weekends, but I have done it 7 days in a week before. So how many people in here do content every day? Every day, that's pushing it. Too much work. Who has time for that? Culture Casino. Twice a day. I'm getting tense as to where this is going. No, just trust me. Trust me. Okay? Because there's a balance here. I used to do it every day, but not anymore. Arwen. I don't do content. I'm Mexican. I do lawns, drywall, and fancy pants tanning by the pool. In your Speedo, your green, white, and red Speedo, or the red, white, and the green Speedo. There we go. The red, the white, and the green. Right? Arwen, I used to do it every day. All right. Okay. Where am I going with this? What's the point of this? How many people do it the majority of the day, every day? How many people do it the majority of the day, every day? Because there's always time. I understand. There's always time for work. There's always time to unplug too. And you can do this. You can do this every day and balance out your life where you're not behind a computer every day. You're not on Twitter every day. You're not doing this every day. You don't live on here. You're not constantly plugged into here. I have got to put my phone down and walk away. I have to. Because when I'm not on here, when I'm doing something else, I can be constantly checking things to see what's going on. Culture Casino Mexican Iron Man. No, absolutely. Absolutely, Jonas. You can be constantly checking to see what's happening, and you're still working. Okay. I have no problem with people getting their game on and people going to work. Culture is one of the most, I'm always on here doing stuff, people. He is. He works his ass off. I've got to walk away. I've got to have time away. I've got to have time away sometimes. I've got to. Otherwise, I will melt down. I will. And I'll lose my shit. And I'll get angrier and angrier. And everything, there'll be papers in the office flying, puppets getting dismembered. You never know what's going to happen. You never know. You've got to unplug sometimes. The point I'm trying to make is sometimes you have to unplug. You have to have time for you. You have to have time for that other person in your life. I don't spend time with Eris because I have to. I spend time with Eris because I want to. We've gotten through almost 4 seasons of Star Trek Enterprise. She loves season 4. She thinks season 4 is the best. Tom Connors live streams 16 hours per day minimum. I can't do that. I can't. I've got to have time away. Call me unprofessional. Say, well, Loki, you don't have a good work ethic. All you want. That's fine. Well, Loki, you're not dedicated. I'm here Monday through Friday, multiple times. I did 4 streams yesterday. That's plenty. That's plenty. This is not life. This is not life. Right here. Thank you. Thank you, Project Storytime. I hate season 3. Season 3 is so hard to get through. It really is. I never liked this indie thing. So I love season 4. I think season 4 is great. New writer. They got a writer. They got a better writer in. They did a lot better in season 4. I could talk about Star Trek all day. I could have come on and made this a Star Trek stream. I could have come on and made this a Star Trek stream. I could have made it about whatever. I like talking about certain topics on Wednesday. So we're sitting here talking about content and how sometimes people can make a lot to do about nothing. I admire the dedication it takes to put your mind to something and accomplish it. But if it costs me my health, my relationship, friendships, it's not worth it. It's that simple. if I had to choose between this or Eris, I'm going to pick Eris. It's that simple. But Loki, how could you give her that much power? She doesn't have that much power. She's that important. She's just that important. If it came between Mike and YouTube, I'd pick Mike any day of the week. He's my brother. And there are things that are more important. And I think that's the biggest thing that's forgotten sometimes and left behind is this right here. It's that simple. Your loved one should be more important. I fought tooth and nail to keep this channel going the first 6 months. I fought tooth and nail with someone who did not want me doing what I was doing. This is the last thing they wanted me doing. And at the end of the day, they chose to move on. That's their choice. I didn't. I rolled the dice and I stayed. I still remember when my 2019 New York resolution was to stop working at 10 p.m. If I'm not working on something, I'm working on something else. I can't live like that. And I admire the people that can, but I can't. I can't. I've got to, and maybe some would look at that as selfish, Jonas. I don't know. Am I being selfish by unplugging and walking away? Is that me being selfish? Is that me saying, you know, I need time to spend with Eris. I need time to spend on the yard. I love going out and watering my yard in my backyard and taking care and putting fertilizer down and taking care of the grass. I never thought I would be one of those people, but I love doing that. I love spending a couple of hours on the yard. It's going to be the hardest thing in winter because I won't need to go out there and water it and fertilize and take care of it as much as I do when it's like over 100 degrees outside every single day. 10 p.m. is when the kids are finally in bed. Those are great work hours. You have a family, so it's a little different. You have a family. You got to work around that family. But you spend time with your kids. You spend time with your family. Loki's got it's a water, it's a hose attachment gun. Sure. Sometimes being a dad is hard enough. We're under stage 1. I can still water the yard. I just have to do it at between like 7 p.m. But I still work on the backyard, and I still do the front yard. So they can kiss my ass. They just have certain rules. I continually break those rules because that's just me. My full-time job, being a husband, going normal chores, editing videos is just less important. You remember what Scotty and Kirk talked about in Generations? He's like, how did Sulu have time to have a family? And Scotty says, you know, it's what you told him. If something's important, you make the time. There are things that are important to me. There are things that I've been super focused on the last couple of months. Almost everything for the wedding is done, but there's still stuff I've got to do. I'm waiting on the wedding license. I just got my clothes in the other day. I've got to have those tailored up a little bit for the arms because the shirt fits perfectly, but the arms are like really baggy. It's like wearing the MC Hammer pants, but around my arms. Yeah. So there's still stuff to do. There's still stuff to do and stuff to get done and stuff to be ready for. But I'm working on it. But what happens after that? There's still time that this right here. This right here. Sometimes people don't know what's really important until it's too late. Until it's too late. I don't ever want to be on the receiving end of that. It's too late. Dave Bob, take care. Take care of yourself, brother. I hope you feel better. Not if you don't feel better tomorrow, bro, just send me a message. You don't even got to show up. Just be like, I feel like crap. We'll handle it. All right. You just get yourself better. You get well. No, Arwen hits the nail on the head. And sometimes it's yourself. It's not just other people. You could be sitting there on the verge of going down from whatever and have no idea you're sick because you're here all the time. And you just don't even notice it. You could be ill, you could be going through all kinds of stuff, and you just don't notice it because you're constantly plugged in here. Sometimes it's yourself. Of course, it could be other people. Sometimes you miss things because you're constantly here. Loki, are you saying that people should go outside instead of listening to your programming? Guys, there has to be a point where you have to unplug. There has to be a point. You have to find the time. And when you do, you got to take it. I hate the term touch grass, but go outside and touch some grass. Put your feet down. I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm not being an ass. I'm saying it in a positive way. Go outside and walk in some grass, whether it's in your shoes, whether it's barefoot, whether it's whatever. Breathe some fresh air. Stop and listen to the wind in the trees. You know, when the leaves rustle and the trees are moving and you can just hear it. Just sit outside and listen to it. Put things in perspective. Oh, but Loki, if I get out from behind the computer, something could happen and someone could take my spot. Forget about all that. Detach from all of that. Unbuckle your mind from it has to be worried and attached to all of this. And get a little perspective. The world doesn't revolve around what happens here. How dare, Loki said, how dare he? The world doesn't revolve around everything that happens here. I love coming on here and talking to you guys every morning. It is like, I'm not going to say church. It's like, therapy. It's what I originally called the show. I was talking about that on Miss Martin Muse's. Originally, this was called Pop Culture Therapy. Talking about these topics and getting them out. House of Loki. Magic Max. Getting it all out and talking about it. Arizona is hot. Texas is hot too. Texas is hot too. Yes, Arizona is hot. And it can get hotter than Texas. But Texas is hot too. I love these morning shows. It starts my day off right. I'm excited. It wakes me up. Soon as that first yell, "Good morning, Valhalla," goes out, I am awake. I don't think I'm awake. I think I wander. I had some crackers and some tea here, which is what I drink in the morning now. I used to go through like 2 Cokes. I would go through like 2 Cokes. I would have 2 Cokes set up. And now I barely go through a half a glass of tea in the morning. Of course, I don't smoke. I'm not sitting here smoking my ass off in my office while I'm talking. I used to do that back in Branson. I used to sit there and smoke. You could hear me clicking my Zippo every other minute because I'd be lighting up another cigarette. Mag, so were you. So were you. It's not that it's impossible. It's not that it doesn't exist. It's not that it's improbable. People are there that are real. That it's not a game. It's not an act. It's not a thing. And a lot of people are honest about it when they do that. And I think as long as that's there, that's fine. Arlena's Gestures Darth Arlena with a $9.99 super tip says, always make time for yourself and the ones you love. 2 guarantees in life, death and taxes. Treasure what you have and don't procrastinate. No one is promised tomorrow. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Arlene, no one's promised tomorrow. Seize the day. Used to say that in drama. Seize the day. Go out and seize the day. Get your seize the day on. If you're behind that screen and it's where you live, unplug. Go outside. Talk to someone. Call someone on the phone instead of talking to them on the Discord or whatever. Or in a back room on StreamYards or Stream Elements or wherever you do your stuff. Take care, Machini. Guys, do not miss Machini's show this morning. We're getting spicy this morning, but don't worry. I'll have the Western Game Developer filter on for today's show, right? Right? Yeah. Thank you, Mac. Take care, brother. Sometimes being too honest gets me in trouble. I can't lie to myself, though, and think everything is hunky-dory. That's right. That's right. And sometimes you've got to realize that not everybody has your best interest at heart. So you need to. It's not anyone else's job. Some people do care. Some people more than others. But not everybody has your best interest at heart. So you need to. It's not being selfish. It's not being selfish. It's about looking to the future and saying, I have got to take care of me. I can't be worried about taking care of this for this person and that for that person, and that's not your job. It's not your job. It's great to support people and help people. That's the biggest thing I've learned is I love being able to reach out my hand and help somebody. But sometimes they're just going to slap it away, whether they realize they're doing something stupid or not, because their head's turned halfway up their own ass and they can't see daylight. There's nothing you can do. When someone is in a hole and they don't want out of it, they want you in it with them. There's nothing you can do about that. You can tell yourself, I'm going to get them out of there. I'm going to pick them up. I'm going to carry them up that ladder. They're just going to sink right back down to the floor because they didn't get out of it themselves and they didn't realize that they're living in a pile of shit. So they just go right back to the way things were. Don't let people take advantage of you. That's the biggest thing. That is the biggest thing. Do not let people take advantage of you because they will. There are people that will. They'll see an opening and they'll exploit it and take advantage of it until it's not there for them to take advantage of it anymore. This right here, Project Storytime gets it. Victimhood is a powerful drug. There are people that will be perpetual victims for the end of time. You'll hear it in the back rooms. You'll hear it behind the scenes. You'll hear it, woe is me, pew, pew, pew. And it never changes. Don't let people let you feel unimportant or underappreciated either. That's not up to them. And if they're trying to do that to you, they aren't worth the hand that you extend for friendship. Or anything else for that matter. Or beneficial. This right here. That too. Till you are no longer useful to them or beneficial to them. So much truth bombs this morning. Grumpy old Marine Bed on Rumble says, hey, Loki, I go hiking or work on my house each day. And in the evening, I visit my best friend. We have cigars. It's really fun, but nature and friends are great as well. No, absolutely. Absolutely, Dean. Getting out of the house, getting out from behind the desk, it's important. It's an important thing. Your health is important. Your health is a really important thing. You are important. Whether you accept that and realize that in yourself or not, you are important. Guess what? We only get one turn at the wheel. So you're telling me that, I'm not really worried about my health. I'm not really worried about this. I'm not really worried about that because I've got too much other stuff to worry about. Doesn't make much sense. Not to me. Guys, take care of yourself. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you don't get to sit here and do this. You don't get to sit behind the screen. You don't get to ignore everything else and act like nothing else in the world's going on, but this is the most important thing ever. And for God's sakes, hug the person you give a shit about. Let them know you give a shit about them. Don't make them feel like that. Unimportant or underappreciated. Because if that's your goal, guys, we're getting out of here. You guys have been absolutely wonderful this morning. Thank you so very much for being here. We will be back tonight for the Comic Book Roundtable. Again, huge shout out to Snowdub, who had an absolutely wonderful show last night. A huge shout out to Miss Martin Muses, who I guested over there for about an hour last night. Absolutely wonderful discussion. Y'all take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. You only live once, so make the best of it. Love and be kind. Thank you, Lisa Seacrest. And I can't help but think about what Gandalf said about green hills, rolling green hills, mountainsides, and beyond. Always speak friend to enter, guys. Have a great one.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.